Hi Cancer, I'm Brenda and I'm here to bring you your Angel Tarot and Angel Oracle reading for the month of April 2018. I want to thank you for your interest in my channel and for viewing, liking, and sharing these videos. As you know, this is strictly a general reading, and if you'd like clarity, accuracy, and answers to any questions, I invite and welcome you to go up there and press that button, and it will take you to my website, where you can see the services that I offer and how to schedule either a private reading with me or a Reiki session. Okay, Cancer, you have been given 3 cards for each week of the month of April, the beginning of the week, the middle of the week, and the end of the week. Starting off in April with your first week, in the beginning, you've been given a major card, and you, my friend, have been given release. And this is telling me that it's time for some of you to move on. Now, it may be moving on from a phase in your life. It may be moving on from a project in your life that you've been working on, but it's complete now. And basically, it could have to do with moving on from relationships, because I do see this has to do with relationship transitions as well. But there's no benefit in staying in this situation where you are at this particular time, because you've outgrown it. You're not benefiting anything from it anymore, and it's done and done. So it's all about some of you feeling big relief, because it's time to make this move. It's time to release this energy around you that you have carried now this long, and it's time to let it go. For others, you're going to feel sadness. Obviously, if it's a relationship transition, it's always difficult. There is sadness. There are challenges. It's difficult. And those things may bring on some grief and some sadness for some of you if it is a relationship transition. And often that's what this means. But it's at the end of a phase or a situation in your life. I do see some of you, it's going to cause transformation, almost spiritual transformation for some of you to move forward. And you're going to look back, and a lot of times you're going to count your blessings, okay? You're going to look at that situation and say, I'm counting the blessings in the situation I'm in now, because this is going to be a better move for me. I want you to know that you will be able to count on the support from your friends and your family with this release, with this letting go and walking away and moving forward. I want you to think of it as a forward move. The Dreamer, another major card for the middle of the first week. And this is all about wanting our dreams to manifest. And how do we go about that? Well, first of all, you need to know that you've got help. I do see that there's some unexpected resources coming in that is going to be able to help you manifest these dreams, or this goal, this endeavor, this project, okay, that you may be working on, or this phase in your life that you're trying to bring in more positive energy into. It's like a leap of faith for some of you, because you don't believe that this can be happening or that it's achievable. And that's what the Dreamer's about. The Dreamer's about, it's the card that says don't give up, because there's always resources out there. And they talk about unexpected resources, which means this is going to be like, something that's going to land at your feet. And you're going to go, wow, how did that happen? Or it could be someone you're meeting along your path that's going to be able to connect you where you need to go, perhaps, for that information, for your, to make your dreams come true, and your endeavors and your goals. Or it could be people that can give you help, okay? I want you to know that you need to follow your dreams, okay? And I want you to know that you need to be optimistic about this. Believe and manifest, because that's what this is all about. Believing that this can happen, okay? And it can. Good card for the middle of the week for those of you that are planning this. Well, first of all, you're releasing, you're letting go, you're going in a different direction. And also being able to manifest your goals and your dreams now. Now you've been given an air card for the end of the first week, Cancer. And this is the Page of Air. And air cards have to do with, often with legal issues or dealing with injustice and having to make fair and just decisions and choices that are determined about people that come into our lives that create these challenges. So there is going to be some information coming into some of you, and it will be challenging information. If you've been planning or making plans and planning to do something for a while, I see some of you, you may have been planning to move forward, move away, change a direction that you're going in. You know, there may be a delay to it. If you planned a trip, there may be a delay to it, okay? If you plan to say something or stand up on your platform and voice your truth, you may have to wait for that right now, okay? But there is going to be a truth delivered to you, all right? Now, it shows me that whoever this individual is that's bringing you this information, or how you're receiving it, you're not going to be happy about it. They just said 3 to me. This may have been passed down, you know, third party, and you're hearing about it and you're wondering, wow, how come everybody else knew about this and I'm the last one to find out? Do not attack the messenger or try to question anything to do with how you received it. The big thing here is that you take that information and run with it, okay? Your second week, my friend, Cancer, you've been given, at the beginning of the second week, you've been given an Earth card. You've been given the Page of Earth. Now, Earth cards have to do with the material part of our lives. And often that has to do with our jobs, careers, and professions, and how we bring that currency into our personal lives. But it is an Earth card. So it has to do with people that are dealing with the ecosystem, people that are involved with nature and worldly issues like that, to do with the planet. You know, it can have to do with people that are in horticulture, okay? Farmers, people like that are involved in that. It also has to do with our closest circle, which is our family circle, or people we feel close enough to bring into that circle and feel their family. This is telling me this has to do with the money part of it, okay? Financial part of it. And it has to do with good news. So I see some of you, money's going to improve at your place of employment. I do see an increase of money there. But there will be, they're showing me there will be compromises to be made. So in other words, you're going to be making more money, which means you're probably going to either have to take on an additional position at your place of employment, or you're having additional work put on your plate, basically. But you're going to be able to get compensated for that with more money. I do see some of you may actually end up with a bit of a windfall. It could come in the form of an inheritance check. It could come in the form of an actual windfall. I do see mail coming in the form of a letter with a check in it. For some of you, I do see that it's an income tax check. I see for some of you, this is that time of year. So I do see some of you are going to be getting refund and rebates back, okay? I do see, though, some of you are being shown that are in a place of employment, in your career, you've reached a point where you're almost bored and you feel like you need something more challenging. You need something that's going to stimulate you more, something that's going to excite you more, something that's going to keep you interested more. Now, that is leading some of you to either take an online course, to go back to school, take up a new form of study that maybe you want to use as I see some of you are going to add that as a separate form of income, and others I see you're going to use that in conjunction with what you're doing now. Okay, it's going to enable you to add that in addition to what you're doing now, which is going to make your job a little more pleasurable. At the end of your week, you've been given another air card, and this is the Four of Air, and I never really liked this card because it talks about, you know, dealing with legal issues. Some of you have been dealing with, you know, courts, and I see, you know, matrimony. I see separations. I see business contracts being signed. I'm seeing matrimonial contracts being signed. I'm seeing disbursements of property, you know, as well. Some of you have been subpoenaed to go and witness something in court. I want you to know that it's going to work out okay. So don't have any fears leading you on your path there. Some of you are going to court because you need to defend yourself. please know that they're showing me that things will work out in your favor there too. So again, don't let fear lead you on your path. This is exhausting to some of you, and you've been dealing with injustice and people stirring the pot up where you've had to make decisions that are determined around them, and you're trying to be fair about all of this, and it's just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I see you're getting really fed up and tired and exhausted, and you feel defeated and deflated, and you've had enough, and you just want to run away, okay, and go on a vacation. I see that, but some of you may not have the resources, the time, or the effort to do that. So that's where meditation comes in, and take yourself to that beautiful place, to the silence, where it is you want to go. And I can guarantee you, if it's the beach, you're going to smell, you're going to taste the salt water, you're going to feel those grains of salt between your toes. When we meditate and we take ourselves to that silence, we literally place ourselves there. And often in meditation, you get the answers to the biggest questions that have been troubling you. Now, for those that do have the resources, time, and effort, I see you going on a vacation. I see you doing that. It may be a small respite. It may be not a full week. But whatever it is and wherever you're going, it will regenerate your batteries. It will recharge you and allow you to look at the whole picture in a more optimistic way. Okay, so some of you, I don't see a long trip, but I do see a bit of a respite coming in for you. Others, I do see you taking care of yourself and going into the silence and meditating, because it will provide you with the answers to your biggest questions. Now, Cancer, the third week, the beginning of your third week of April, you've been given another air card, and so you've had 4 of these in your reading, which means this month you're dealing with a lot of justice issues in your life right now, and could be a lot of legal issues going on for some of you. I do see, though, that you're going to be asked to step up on your platform and speak your truth and your wisdom. But you're going to be able to do this with confidence, because they're showing me this is the King of Air. He's brilliant, impartial, professional, and diplomatic. You're going to be groomed and scripted by this individual. Perhaps it's a lawyer. It could be, one of your mentors, spiritual mentors that you've relied on to help you, collect yourself, balance yourself, ground yourself, and be confident again to do this. I do see you are going to seek out some professional help with being able to get up and defend yourself or speak your truth on that platform. And again, I mentioned a lawyer. Some of you, I do see, are going to be in court. This is the air card, and you will retain a lawyer to guide you there. But you're going to be able to do it confidently. So I don't want you to worry about this. Again, don't let fear lead your path, okay? You need to know, though, that you need to be balanced. And we talked about grounding and balancing again, mentally and emotionally, to be able to do this. So again, I can't say it enough. Do not let fear lead the path, okay? So just move forward. It shows me that you're going to be getting counsel. It shows me that they are going to help you to confidently get up there and do that. Your last week of April, Cancer, you've been given another major card. How appropriate the Moon card came up, because the Moon card, it talks about things going on in the background. Okay, information that's being hidden from you in the background. Sometimes it has to do with secrets that are being withheld. They could be others withholding them from you, or you may know information that right now is not advisable that you pass on for everybody to hear. This is all about tapping into your own intuition and your own gut feeling, or we can call it your own intuitive and psychic ability of trusting yourself, okay, and knowing when to let that information out and when to withhold that information. But the Moon is all about looking at that big bright ball in the sky, and it comes out at the darkest times of our day, and often, it refers to those moments in our life that, things aren't working out as nicely and as brightly on our path as we wish they had. But you need to think about how big and bright that moon is, when it illuminates in its totality of a full moon, how it illuminates everything around it. And that's the message. That's a message that your guides and angels are telling you right now. No matter how tough the situation is that you're going through right now, they want you to realize there's still lots of light around you, light at the end of the path. So think of it optimistically that way, and think of yourself as that big bright beacon of light, that you're able to follow your path and see that light ahead. I want you to release any fears. And again, I talked about that. Fears that are, taking the lead on your path. Let them go, okay? Because when we allow fear to take the lead, it holds us back. It totally holds us back because we're afraid to move forward, take one more step forward. We don't have the confidence to do that. But you know you can do this because this air card came up saying that you're going to be okay. The moon, okay, you're going to find out all the things that are going on at the right time. It's going to be released, and at which time you're going to be able to let your information out to those as well. In the middle of your final week of April, my friend, Cancer, you've been given the Empress. And again, this is another major card. You've had 5 for this major cards for the month of April. So the Empress is all about, again, all the hard work that's going out right now. And for some of you, it has to do with speaking your own truth and having to express yourself, okay? Express your wisdom and express your information to others. It's going to pay off. All the hard work that you've been putting out there is going to pay off because they show you receiving lavish abundance. Now, abundance can come in the form of many things. It can be time, effort, or money. But I also like to think of it as love because these are the angel cards. And that's wonderful. The biggest abundance we could ever receive has to do with that emotion, that feeling, that wonderful part of our lives, which is love. And it shows me that it's like you have the Midas touch right now. At the end of this month, how ironic that at the end of this month, everything, all those issues that you've been dealing with, these legal issues, all of these things, right from the beginning of the month when you were letting go and releasing things in your life and walking your path now, and some of you will be walking it solo. I saw that. Know that it's like things are going to work out now in all parts of your life. This is going to improve those marriages, okay, for some of you. It's going to improve situations in your children's lives around you. If there's difficulties that some of you are dealing with children, it could be health issues, it could be behavioral issues, it could be many issues. Please know that these things are going to improve. It's like you're going to land on your feet no matter what. It's going to improve things in your family relationships, and and all of that, okay, are going to be flourishing now. The important thing is now you need to step back, take a deep breath, and just say, breathe in the white light, let out the negative energy. Breathe in the positive energy, let out the negative energy. And know that you deserve this, okay? You've worked hard. You've been, doing your homework. You've been applying all of this with 150% effort with the situation that you're dealing with right now. Please know that you deserve all that's coming your way right now. So it is a time of excellent emotional and physical health. For those of you that have been dealing with things that are stressing you out to, to the ends of your wits, and those that have been dealing with physical health issues, please know that this represents excellent improvement there, okay? Excellent mental and physical health. Great way, Cancer, to end your month of April. Now, in addition to the tarot angel read that I've done, you've been given the Ascended Masters Oracle to tie in this reading, and they've given Nurture Yourself. So you've been through a lot this month, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. This has been challenging for some of you Cancers out there for the month of April, but at the end of that month, you've landed on your feet, and everything now is starting to improve. So you need to look towards the end of the month when you're dealing with these situations, first, second, third week. I want you to say to yourself, okay, I know this is going to improve. I know what I'm doing. It may have been difficult, but I'm going to be optimistic and believe and manifest. Okay? So nurture yourself. Now it's time to take care of yourself. Emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically. Okay? So whatever that is that's going to help you. All right, do it. Some of you may go and take yoga. Some of you may take Tai Chi. Some of you may meditate. Some of you may actually go on that trip I spoke of to get away and regenerate your batteries and rejuvenate yourself and regain yourself and the power of yourself. Because you hold the power within yourself, and do not let fear lead your path anymore. Things are great. So please, whatever it is that you want to do self-care with, some of you I see it's going to be nutrition. Some of you I do see it's going to have to do with exercise. All those things. And also I see you clearing out things that no longer serve you. I see, oh my gosh, I see some of you are packing up bags and garbage bags full of stuff that you're just getting rid of. It's not, well, let's call it spring cleaning because that's the time of year, but that's what they're showing me. My guys are showing me some massive releasing of actual personal items and things that you no longer need. They also show me some of you are downscaling. You're moving in a new direction and perhaps going, because some of you are solo, to a smaller location, a smaller dwelling. You don't need all that stuff anymore. And it's a great thing to do to purge the past of things that we allow to take us over. Those memories often aren't always happy, and it holds us back to move forward. So some of you may just be releasing personal items that you've had around you for a long time that you feel do not actually have any joyful sentiment to you, and you're going to let them go. I wish you guys a great remainder today. Continue nurturing yourself for the month of April, keeping yourself strong spiritually, emotionally, and mentally and physically, so that you can deal with this month of April and all the justice situations and phases that you're going through right now. Thank you for watching this video again, and I'll see you again, and know that I continue to stand in that circle of light for you, my friend Cancer.